Hey you guys, welcome back. If you guys are new, my name is Lauren and I'm a nurse that's here for all your science-backed skincare reviews. Today's going to be such a fun video. We have another favorites and fails for the month of April. Cannot believe we're almost in the month of May. So excited for summer. But today's going to be exciting because we're going to talk about a lot of nice, hydrating, calming skincare products. I have rediscovered some of these old favorites. Some of them have constantly been in my skincare routine, but I wanted to share their greatness with you today because they really have saved my my skin from my skincare woes that I had at the, let's see, that was a couple weeks ago. You guys will hear about the fail at the end of this video that I feel like probably contributed to it. We'll talk about more in the end, but these products have been saving my skin. So calming, so moisturizing, and just great for strengthening the skin's barrier. Some of my favorites. So lots to talk about, and we also have a sponsor on today's video, which I'm very excited to work with, Louisa Jewelry again. I've worked with them a few times in the past now, not only because I just love their jewelry pieces. They have some of the most beautiful dainty gold jewelry pieces, which I'm all about. Their mission is great. They're all about sustainability. They use 100% recycled gold and silver. How cool is that? And they're having a Mother's Day sale, 15% off if you purchase one of their pieces, or any of their, as many pieces as you want. Anything from now until May 5th, you're guaranteed to get the piece by May 9th. But they have some beautiful pieces. I don't know about you guys, but I am so over running into, for me it was Old Navy of all places. I would go into Old Navy and spend easily $50 on crappy costume jewelry that would tarnish within a few weeks. But this is not the case with Louisa. Their jewelry has actually held up. I'm wearing one of the necklaces today. This is part of the Michelle set. I love this as a kind of an everyday piece that you can pair with other items. And when I tell you guys I slather serums on my chest, you guys know about all the different serums I talk about. I use so much vitamin C on my chest. I cannot believe this thing has not tarnished. It's held up so well. And two other new pieces that I have are these two rings. I've actually had this one for a while. I'm not sure if it's available still on the site, but these still are. These are pretty popular pieces. This ring has the most beautiful, intricate detail to it. I love it. You can dress it up, dress it down, and this is a perfect everyday piece. I just think it's so delicate and dainty. I love the rings so much. I love their layered pieces, and I love that their layered pieces are able to be separated so you can mix and match them, so I feel like your money is going further. And I just appreciate that their jewelry actually holds up. I'm also obsessed with these new hoop earrings. They are absolutely beautiful. Just enough to make a statement, but still, again, pretty enough for every day, simple enough for every day. There's something for everybody on their site. They go across all generations. They have this really cute necklace that says Mama on it, which I feel like would be a great Mother's Day present. And so many pieces that I feel like my mom would love. They have these knot earrings that I swear my mom had in the 80s, and they're definitely back in style, and they're on my list to pick up because they're really, really super cute. But so many beautiful pieces on there, and they hold up, which is most important to me. I'm sick of just throwing money in the trash. And they have pieces anywhere from $30 to $50 range up to like fine jewelry prices. I just love their pieces. I appreciate that they hold up. You're really getting your money's worth. So I'll leave the link down in my description box down below with my code for 15% off. I think they're a great company, and I love their pieces so much. All right, so now let's get into all my skincare favorites for the month. Like I said, so many hydrating products here. I just put up a TikTok too featuring some of my favorites, but I didn't include the ones I'll talk about here today. I also have a hair care favorite and a foundation favorite as well. So let's first start with an oldie but a goodie. I pull out the Cosrx Advanced Snail Mucin when my skin is in a bind, always. If my skin barrier is in need of repair, if I'm feeling extra sensitive, if my skin is feeling inflamed, if I just need some soothing, this is the best stuff out there. Snail has actually been proven to smooth and plump out the skin, and it really does. That is the biggest thing that I noticed with this serum, is that it makes the skin more bouncy and hydrated and plump. There's something about it. It's so great. I've been loving putting this on before a moisturizer just for extra hydration, extra anti-aging, smoothing benefits. It's so amazing. The hype is real with Snail Mucin. And I should say too, Snail Mucin, at least by Cosrx, is considered cruelty-free. The method in which they extract the Snail Mucin, they let the snails freely roam on a mesh little floor, I guess. And this sounds gross, but the snail filtrate actually like seeps through and they kind of scrape it off. So no snails are harmed in the process of extracting snail mucin, just to throw that out there. But it sounds gross. I know it doesn't sound like the most pleasing skincare product to use, but I'm telling you, the results speak for themselves. My skin is so hydrated and smooth after using this. This has been a savior for me this month. I love this stuff. And then I don't want to be too redundant, so I won't spend too much time on this product. I've been talking about this a lot, but the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ceramide Moisturizer. I included this in my empties video, but I finally opened my second one, and you can see I've made a huge dent in it. This has been so calming to my skin, so soothing. I love that they included ceramides in here, and it's a moisturizer from Sephora that's not super pricey. It's $46, and it feels like this high-end luxury experience. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. It feels like, this sounds weird, but room temperature butter in a way on your skin. It feels so soothing and satisfying. The texture is just really unique. I love that it leaves almost like a facial oil feel on my face. There's something about the moisture factor that I get from this and that soothing, like anti-inflammatory action that this does. It's amazing. This does have this, they call it an aroma. It's this honey aroma in here. So there is some sort of fragrance in here, but somehow it is still super calming on my skin. And I don't know, some people like that warm honey scent. Not a huge fan. I could do without the honey smell, but I don't know, it's such a calming moisturizer. I love the experience from this, and if anything, I just love those hydrated, occlusive moisturizer benefits that I get from this moisturizer. All right, and then let's talk about a new cleanser. I have been raving about the Glow Recipe Papaya Balm. That stuff is great, but it is filled with a lot of extracts, and my skin has been really angry at me recently. So I wanted to avoid as much fragrance and extracts as I can. Like I said, this fragrance has never bothered me, but I don't know, I was just nervous to reintroduce something that I didn't know how it would behave on my already angry skin. I wanted to try out this new Paula's Choice Omega Plus Complex Cleansing Balm because of the fact the ingredient list is super short, no fragrance, no extracts in here. There's just meadowfoam seed oil, jojoba seed oil, vitamin E, nice calming agents in here. And I have to tell you, I have absolutely been loving this. Again, with like a unique texture. I'm all about uniqueness in here. I tried a lot of skincare, obviously. So anytime I find something new and different, I get excited, because this was not what I thought it'd be. It comes out in this creamy consistency. It's not like a super oily balm. It almost feels like a heavy duty moisture cream. It feels like you're slathering the most soothing moisturizer ever onto your skin, and the oils in here really do a great job at getting off makeup, impurities, really cleaning out the skin really well. I honestly don't feel like I need a second cleanse when I use this, but what I appreciated most, the fact that it didn't strip my skin and that it left my skin so soft, no sting, no stripped feel, no dryness. It left my skin so soft and hydrated. So I have been so excited about this. I feel like everybody has been raving about this, and I definitely get the hype now. This is a beautiful product. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the Paula's Choice new cleansing balm. This has been great. All right, then let's talk about a sunscreen. Because my barrier has been so compromised, it's been irritated and red. Anytime your skin is like that, you really want to try and avoid the sun, but if you can't, just slather on a ton of sunscreen. I've been doing a lot of Target drive ups. That's been a recent discovery for me. Anybody else? It's the best thing ever. But right before I go out, I've been making sure to reach for my Bison Squalling Zinc and Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. And again, I've been reaching for this because of that gentle factor to this. This is really great if you're looking for a sunscreen if you have gentle skin. Let's hope you have gentle skin. No, if you have nice sensitive skin, this is a great SPF because of the fact, first of all, it's a mineral, so you're not going to get that chemical sunscreen sting on your skin, and there's no fragrance in here, and it contains a lot of nice hydrators. There's also squalene. This can double as a moisturizer for me. And again, with my skin being compromised, I didn't want to load on a ton of products, so I would just, honestly, I've been skipping out on vitamin C too, which I've been missing, but this has been just enough for me for that moisture and for that SPF protection. It gives your skin this beautifully hydrated feel. You don't get a cast. There may be, I don't know, I feel like there might be an initial cast, but it definitely dissipates and it leaves your skin super dewy. This really nice hydrated sheen see how healthy that looks on my skin? It just gives such a pretty glow without that illumination factor. It just makes your skin look hydrated, which I really appreciate, and you're getting that nice full mineral sunscreen SPF 30 protection. And then next up, this is another, I think I talked about this in another favorites video, so sorry if you're over me talking about this product, but I really enjoyed the Morphe 2 Skin Tint. My skin has been looking so angry red. This has really just evened everything out without feeling really heavy on my face. It's a beautiful, beautiful product. It's so thin, but it gives just enough coverage, and it's so moisturizing, which is why I've been reaching for this. It's somehow so thin, but still so moisturizing in a sense. So it really feels like the hydration is like packed into your skin, but you still get that beautiful blurred out finish to this. It's such a nice product, a little bit of a sheen to the skin. I'm actually wearing it today. I do have concealer on, the CoverGirl concealer, but you can see the coverage is really great for being a skin tint. I think the claims on this do say that it's sheer to medium, so you can build it up if you want more of a coverage, but this has been a savior for giving the hydration back to my skin, but also evening out my skin so I'm not scaring people with my Freddy Krueger looking skin. Pictures to come. Oh my god, wait till you see. I've been trying to let my skin just breathe, but you know how sometimes when you're out and about and your skin is just exposed and it's already irritated, it just makes it feel worse. But this has been a nice, almost like a hydrating protective glove for my skin when I'm out and about. The ingredient list is also short and simple, no fragrance in here, just nice hydrators or silicone in here. So I've been reaching for this a ton again. I cannot say enough good things about the Morphe Skin Tint, and it's $17 at Ulta. Cannot beat the price on it. All right, so this next product I've really been liking. I wouldn't call it a 100% holy grail favorite, but I have been enjoying this. The Olaplex No. 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask. The brand did send this out to me. It's one of the newest products to Olaplex's line. I was really excited about this because I love a moisture mask for my hair. Now, this is great because the product is really concentrated, and when you look at the ingredient list, it literally looks like a skincare product. Like, you have squalling in here, you have rose hip seed oil, let's see, we also have sodium PCA, hemp seed oil. There's also a ton of amino acids in here, great for building up those hair strands. You have ceramides. It's just a nice concentrated product. There's also sodium hyaluronate. I didn't even know they put that in hair care products. And then also, obviously, their patented bond smoother. And I really like this. It really smooths out my strands. My hair feels really healthy, hydrated. It does feel silky. I'm not noticing a huge difference, which is why I'm not going to call this a favorite. I'm going to call it a meh. Okay, I really like it. Will I repurchase it? Probably not. I'm gonna recommend to you guys the No. 5, the conditioner. First of all, you get more for your money with that conditioner, and it gave me the same results. That conditioner is so thick and nourishing. The thing with this, it's a little lightweight for a moisture mask for my hair. I was a little surprised by that. It feels a little thinner. I thought it'd be heavier, and you need so much to go a long way. My hair is really thick and coarse. It just like sucks in product. And it tells you that you only need 2 pumps. Does it say you need? Okay, it says start with 2 pumps for shoulder length hair. Use more for longer, thicker hair. Guys, I need like 15 pumps of this. It only lets out a little bit of product. It takes a lot to coat my hair. So yeah, this was great. It was nice that it was concentrated. I did like the results from this. But guys, for the price, for 3.3 fluid ounces at $28, I would just pick up the Olaplex conditioner because you're still getting that bond smoother in the conditioner, and I felt like I got the same results, and you're getting twice as much product in the conditioner for the same price. So this was good. I have been liking it. The ingredients have really been intriguing me. I appreciate that it's a concentrated hair mask, but I don't know. I do really like the conditioner. The conditioner almost feels a little bit more silky on the hair as well. You can tell this is more of that like concentrated bond smoother, kind of similar to the No. 3, but I would rather just stick with the No. 3 and use like the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. All right, so now getting into the fails. I have 2 fails. First, let's talk about the Grande Pout Plumping Lip Mask. This was sent out to me in PR. This feels like a drugstore, and nothing wrong with drugstore. You guys know I love my drugstore skincare and makeup, but for the price of this product was so disappointing. So this is supposed to be a hydrating lip mask that's supposed to plump out the lip. The texture on this is so grainy. I did not get that satisfying, smoothing, buttery feel on the lips that I want from a higher end product. And if I'm spending over $20 on a lip mask, I want to be so satisfied with the experience. And this is so gritty on the lips. There's something odd about the texture. So you can kind of see as I'm trying to like smooth it into my skin, it's like all over the place. The texture is not even, it doesn't go on seamlessly. It's just kind of uncomfortable to wear. It's not satisfying whatsoever, and it takes forever to get like an even application with this. So this was a big fail for me. I cannot believe they're charging $24 for this. Not silky, not buttery, not what I want out of a higher end lip mask. So this unfortunately was a big fail for me. I love Grande's Lash Enhancing Serum. They really do have some great products. I love their mascara, but this was just not it. All right, and the last product we'll talk about is Desi Skin Clara QC Serum. This is Desi Perkins' first skincare product from her line. I did post a video. I'll post that above. You can check it out. It's my first impressions. I only tried it twice in that video, and I did really like what it initially gave my skin. It gave my skin a glow, it gave it brightness, but unfortunately I got the worst reaction ever. You guys heard on my Instagram stories, if you follow me over there, my little skincare woes. So let me give you guys a little background first. I talked about my whole experience with pregnancy pups on my Instagram stories. This is a condition in pregnancy. It usually pops up in your third trimester. It's usually triggered by hormones and stretching up the skin, but basically you just break out in hives. And I experienced this in my second pregnancy. Towards the end, I only got hives on my thighs. I only got these hives on my thighs. Oh, they're so unbearable. But they came back also when I was weaning my daughter from breastfeeding. So it was definitely like a recurrent thing. But anyway, after I tried this product, the second day I started to break out in these like little hives on my hand. I don't even know if you can still see the remnants. I still have some like old scabs from them. And I thought because they were starting on my arms, I'm like, oh man, I'm dealing with this pup syndrome again. I'm like, seriously, I did not want to go through this again. It's just such a nuisance and the most annoying thing ever to be scratching your skin at night. It's just, oh, insanity inducing. It just drives you nuts. But these hives subsequently proceeded to spread up my arm all the way onto my chest, and by Sunday I was starting to get more redness, more red rough patches on my face. By Monday morning my face was so puffy and swollen. My skin looked like I said Freddy Krueger. Like literally I had these like red rough raised patchy areas on my face. I could barely open my eyes. I was scared to drive to the doctors because my eyes were so swollen. It was really bad, and I still at that point was thinking it was this pregnancy pup syndrome. Went to my OB, I show up at my OB and she immediately looks at me and she's like, oh my god, you need to go to your primary. Luckily my primary is in the same building. She's like, I don't know if I'm comfortable prescribing you anything, but I do not think this is pregnancy related. She told me that PUP syndrome, actually there's a spike in your hormones at usually 26 weeks. That's usually when it's common, and then also again when your stomach really starts to stretch, and because of that stretching you usually see the hives on your stomach first and then they spread to the thighs. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. I don't know, but I experienced this before. I really thought this was it. And then she's asking me if I used any new products. I went to my primary. They were asking me the same thing, if I used anything new. They're like, it seems like it could be related to pregnancy, but because your OB did not think so, maybe it was a true allergic reaction. Did you use anything new? Again, they asked me the same question. And I still am like, I did, but this didn't show up till the next day. And usually if I have a reaction to a skincare product, I usually see it right away. And you know, she told me that's not always the case. You can have a delayed reaction. She couldn't tell me it was necessarily exactly related to the vitamin C serum, but she definitely said it's a possibility. She said outdoor allergies are really bad right now. But yeah, I got into my car and a light bulb went off. I'm like, oh my gosh. Literally you can see me in this video applying it to my hand, my left hand, and that is where it started, all the way down my hand to my arm. So unfortunately I'm convinced that it probably was from this vitamin C product by Desi Skin. I have to say Desi Skin could not have been nicer. Their customer service was great. First of all, they got back to me quickly, and they told me to send in the product. I had to send it back, which was kind of annoying, but I get it. I didn't get my shipping back. my shipping costs, but regardless, they sent me the refund right back to my PayPal account, which I really appreciated. They could not tell me what my reaction was to, obviously, but for myself, looking into the ingredient list, this product is filled with a bunch of extracts. Again, they have this acai berry. I feel like I was exposed to acai before. I get the Starbucks acai refresher. I don't think it was from that. There's this other extract, this sorsop, this some other random exotic fruit extract that's in there. There's this Desi juice that they promote in all the marketing for this product. So maybe it was one of these extracts. Who knows? And again, I can't officially say that it was from this vitamin C. It could have been an outdoor allergy, but it was just such a coincidence that it started on my hand and then moved its way up to my face. It was pretty brutal. So unfortunately, I will not be trying out any more Desi skin, especially if this extract blend is in all of her products. I can't do it. Unfortunately, it looked like such a promising product, but for my skin, it just did not work for me. So let me know if you guys have tried the vitamin C from her line. Are you guys planning on trying it out? What are your thoughts? It was really unfortunate that it didn't work. I had high hopes. I had been feeling so guilty about my first impressions video of this product. I kind of gave it a positive review. I did really enjoy it. I was initially impressed by the ingredient list, but lesson learned. I mean, you should never buy a product. I mean, I always stress this in my first impression videos anyway, but again, never buy a product based on an ingredient review. You just never know how your skin is going to behave. But yeah, I just feel super guilty. So let me know if you want me to completely nix these I tried it videos all together. They're just intended to be an initial just ingredient review and application review, but I'll nix them because I do feel, I don't know what to do. Let me know what you guys think. And it also goes to show you too, these products that are touted as preservative free, so yeah, I'm pulling up their claims now. They're saying it's paraben free, phthalate free, fragrance free, gluten free, formaldehyde free, cruelty free, and vegan. So that just goes to show you all these clean, free from claims doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get a reaction from these products. I have some fragrance-filled moisturizers, serums that work perfectly fine and have never given my skin any kind of reaction. So you just never know about a product. My advice to you, always patch test the product, and if you are going to pick up Desi skin, definitely patch test it first. But I'm thankful to Desi skin that they gave me my money back and the process was pretty smooth. So yeah, that was oof, man, that was a rough week. Also too, not to complain on here, but to add to my week last week, I could have cried every day last week. So I dealt with this horrible reaction going to 2 doctors, and then later in the afternoon I had a fetal echo to follow up on the baby had, they called it tricuspid regurgitation, essentially a leakage at the valve. It turned out the fetal echo was normal and the baby does not have what my first daughter has. My first daughter has a bicuspid valve, which I think I talked about here on my channel before. So that was a little stress inducing. And then on Thursday, my daughter had strabismus surgery. Luckily, thankfully, it went very well, but it was so hard to see her, first of all, coming out of anesthesia and recovering from this. It has just been brutal. The first night she couldn't open her eyes at all, and it's been a struggle getting drops in her eyes. If any of you guys, the main reason I'm sharing this, if any of you guys have tips for getting drops into a child's eyes, I'd love to know. Even with me being a pediatric nurse, with my own child, it's so different. We're trying a rewards chart and that is definitely helping, but I just feel so bad. She screams and cries. My husband and I have to hold her down. It's been brutal. So it's been a pretty stressful week, and so I'm sure that added to my reaction to that. Didn't help also with my, I'm sure, extremely high cortisol levels this week. All right guys, but that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you again for watching, for listening to me complain a little bit in the end there. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are always so sweet and kind. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, and be sure to check out my link down below for Ana Luisa's sale for that 15% off. Her pieces and her prices are just unbeatable. I love her jewelry so much. So thank you again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Most of all, thank you to you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.